snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
Straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. And tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cleveland Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. In motion right goes Sutton. On play action, here's Nix. he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
And the Broncos first down.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's 3rd and 10. Nix from the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. He'll air this one out from Mims.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're going. It's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. An option handoff here to Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Down by Alex Wright. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the Broncos first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down, Denver.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Here's Nix. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it with Dobbins. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution.
execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try the option on first and goal. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
And now they'll shift things around.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Captain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Bombers. Away. Huddle. Chill.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60. Ready? 19 Tiger. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Sanders from his own end zone.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cowboys, 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On the ready. Come on, come on. 70 Timberwolves. Timberwolves.
Sanders to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, not Panther 60. Go.
They go play action now. Sanders. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Will Lutz on for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Sanders pass. Complete to Cedric Tillman. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Now Sanders.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here's Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. 19 Lions.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing, Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
To throw is Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Check, 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 check. Buffalo 18. Go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw, and they've got a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
Sanders. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Escapes the defender.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready, ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders.
This one downfield for Tillman. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 60 Eagles. 60. Ready. Hut. Hut, hut.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19.
70 Timberwolves. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
And that is incomplete here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
Pass caught by Fannin.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. And a nice gain of 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what it didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let go.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Cougar 19. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yard line. A gain of 5. And the Broncos first down.
They'll go play action with Nix. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bronco 80.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Sixty Maverick. Check smash. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Here's Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Bates. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Ready. Pass to 60 Eagles.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. And now I'm fit it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down the earth.
Ready.
And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Let go.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Go!
On first down, here's Jenkins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Go! 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Over the middle, that's to Fannin, his tight end. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st and goal.
Cougar 19.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Jenkins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready, ready. Bronco 80.
Trying to hammer it in with Jenkins.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
This is 3rd and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. No, no. Ready.
A toss to Jenkins, running right.
And this time he is in.
Quinshon Jenkins
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6.
Makes the score Browns 13, Broncos 6.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And it is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
He's back to throw.
Dobbins with it.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
25 yards. And the Broncos first down.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Here's second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll look to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe 3 yards on first down.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here comes second down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On play action, here's Shedeur. This one downfield for Tillman.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Sanders.
He's got a man. That's Bond. He's to the 15.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Nix.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.